Oh, hello.
I didn't see you there. Right. Let's put you over here. This is a cup of tea. This is a bunch of galvanized steel pipe that I'm going to attempt to turn into a hat stand for a friend of mine. I've not done this, so this could be quite fun. Also time consuming and annoying. I think the first thing, and I do have other bits turning up, is to figure out the base. There is an image that I put up here of a rough kind of drawing that I did. So, my general thought, and I've played with galvanized pipe before, aka this one which I can't get undone, is just to kind of, I thought I had some more grips kicking around here, is just to mock it up loosely and then make tweaks as needed. And realistically, where are my fucking more grips? I have them here. Douse it. Like I had them. I used them. Mind you, I was talking to my dad on the phone at the time when I was using them. And I can't remember what I was undoing. What was I undoing? Oh, they're there. If you look for them, you'll find them. I learnt the hard way the other night that if you talk this shit up too much, it ain't going to come undone again unless you've got a very lovely tool, which I do not have, which I have a feeling I'll end up buying tomorrow, despite the fact I was at the store earlier. Did I just fuck these up? No. I never thought about it when I was there, but I definitely torqued this one up a little bit too hard with a different fitting on it. There you go. And the problem with galvanized pipe is it kind of, you can scuff it really quickly. Right, so, I don't know why I bought those. I'm not drinking internet kids. I should probably look at the plan. Oh, these were T fittings. This was a T fitting. This one here, this one here. Not too tight, douse it. Right, so I had to build this. I know I've got a delivery coming today with more fittings, because I think I'm missing to do this. I know I'm missing the T pieces right now. But yeah, so a friend of mine brought me an old hat stand that he has. Why does that look longer than that? Right. Someone picked up the wrong size pipe, which is probably one of the size I need. I said, can you fix this for me? I said, I will look at it. And I looked at it and went, no, I cannot fix that. Someone has done a janky, and I mean janky, repair to it. And there was no way on God's green earth that I could. I hate it when they lose the packet and stick the line on. No way on God's green earth that I could repair it. Not going to happen. It's not worth my time. It would have cost him more money for me to rebuild it than for me just to build him a new hat stand. Now, I'm sure that you can actually buy hat stands far cheaper than the amount of money I just spent on half-inch galvanised pipe. But I figured it would be a fun project. Well, fun. That seems like a pretty good base by the time you put the other bits in, which I don't have. Right. These are actually not cast iron. These ones are actually... Because you've got cast iron and then you've got iron. Well, that is a... That's my bottom piece. I got another one. I got another one for the top, and I got a 6-way for the middle. Right. So this is where you start going. I don't have enough of these pieces. This one's longer as well. Bollocks. Are these the same size as these? Oh, I think we may have. Oh, yeah, I guess. Oh, I guess we're doing an amalgamation here, kids. When in doubt, make it up. So let's do some, and these are the ones that lock. I was actually going to use a 6-way on this joint and put a foot in the middle, but we can always change this later, because I do have 6-way joints. So the base of this is going to look like this. Nice. Then I have these little diddy bastards that will go on here. This is like shit Lego. And then you've got then there's feet that, fuck you, and then there's feet that go on this. Then there's the feet when they arrive, so I need 4 T's. Right. And then we have those bits of pipe, which I was going to, do not do it up too tight. I got to see how this is on the floor. I was going to do a T piece and then a thing and bag, right? I guess this sort of makes sense. The problem is 2 different types of pipes, even though these are, one of these are the same length. They're different types of pipe with different kind of thread lengths, so it's going to be a interesting amalgamation. And then you've got the copper with galvanised. I've got a feeling, it's not even a feeling, I know that I'm going to have to clean all of this and then paint it, which is fine because it's a spray can paint. I'm not going to bloody brush paint this shit. Anyway, so this is the start of yet another bloody project. Like I need more projects. So right now, where are we at? The coffee table is down here. Obviously, the whole mint green debacle, that's been dealt with. It's now just green rather than mint green. So that's good. I think that is pretty much done. The other thing that arrived from the same person is a 4-foot by 2-foot mirror. It appeared magically on my front deck after a very late night text going, "Hey, I found this, can you do something with it?" So I sent him a message and went, "Yeah, sure. What colour do you want it?" And his response, because I just saw him a minute ago, was, "I don't know." I said, "Silver?" He went, "No." I said, "Pink?" He went, "No." He said, "Maybe brown?" It was black. I sanded it last night. Paint was coming off it. So that is an easy job. That's an easy job. Basically, it's sanded. I'm going to gel stain it with the antique walnut that I always use. And then it needs a new back, but I've got a sheet of MDF, the world's worst material. I have to go on that. So, hat stand. Stay with me. We'll get to it, and then we'll figure out what goes where, and then we'll lock it up. And I guess we'll clean it, and then we'll paint it. It's like $100-ish of pipe. It might be quite good. And are these the 5 ways or the 6 ways? These are the 6 ways. And I'm going to have loads of these left over. So it's going to give me loads of options to make other silly projects. Yeah, so okay, so the top is one of those. The top is one of them. One of these, because that's the top. Rotated so you can get more coats on it. Right. But what I need is, right, I've got all the pipes here. So I'm just thinking out loud now. I need 1, 2. No. Ha 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 ha. And yeah. Smaller ones. Oh, I thought I went to the 90s turn up. So the top gets small ones. I'm going to have to see how this looks at night. While I open it upside down Christmas tree. So the top gets small ones because that's the pipes I've got. So fuck it. This is not the top, this is the middle one. Right, middle one gets those ones. Top one gets longer ones. So you could technically double stack. These actually look like plastic, but they're not. I don't know what they're made of, but they don't feel very whatever. Right. Bip bip. Like that. With 90s. Okay. Well, this isn't so bad. I'm only missing like all the 90s, all the caps, all the T's. Other than that, I'm fucking brilliant. Why did I buy too many of these? I bought too many of these bastards. Why did I buy so many of these? And why did I buy so many of these? Yeah, I'm going to have to paint this. It looks weird. The three colour looks kind of cool, but not really. I foresee some rattle can. Yeah, that's the start of a bloody hat stand. Stay tuned, because I'm likely to be back down here in 20 minutes when the guy delivers the rest of the shit and I can put this together. Oh, I did buy joiners. Okay. I think it's going to look quite cool. I think it's going to be absolute fucking overkill. Yeah, so I've got those. These fit? Yeah, I've got joiners. It's going to be very industrial. Let's go with that. And I'm being industrious. Yeah. Right, as per usual, I didn't order enough things. Actually, that's a lie. I did order enough things. They're just not arriving for another week, which is annoying because I want to get this off my bench. So, need some tea pieces. Which are these? 6 ways? Oh, they're 5 ways. Right, they're 5 ways. Right. Beep, 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 beep. So I needed tea pieces, so I bought tea pieces. Today's music is a new one. It is 7 Mary 3. Punch In, Punch Out is the album. Let's see if we can get this thing together somehow without me standing in the way. Right. So I have more pieces. Christ. Right. These are for the top. Because my 90s aren't turning up. I got 190, which at 190 that goes off of 1T. Hey, devil boy. So this is meant to go like this for a handbag, but I'm not 100% sold on the height of this yet. I want to get the base done, so let's try and get this done. So I have no idea how I'm going to build this, but we'll figure it out. I guess it makes more sense. I've never done this, so I don't know to do these. Sort of like that. Okay, fuck it. It's definitely going to be sturdy. That's nice. Oh yeah, they. Oh yeah. How am I going to do this? There's got to be a trick to this. There's got to be a trick to this. Am I being stupid? Probably. So do I undo this gently? Undo this. And sort of so if I do this in here like this, line it up, spin this. Well, this thing just okay. Spin that, spin that. Okay. Okay. Well, I guess that's the base done. Looks pretty cool. Oh, tea. Ow. Okay. I need a I want to say a pipe wrench, but not a pipe wrench. It's a ratchet clamp, because these two obviously want to come this way. This is about even. I'm going to Loctite these. I got metal shards in my hand. Okay, let's see if I. Now this is moving. But yeah. Do I have a pipe? How is this going to work? But if I cut some of this, because I don't use these. Cut about. That's a saw. I don't want a saw. No. Honestly, why am I using a... Excuse the dog, she's having a moment. Okay, that works. Alright. Wait until tomorrow. It's getting there. Slowly. Next episode. I don't know what the next episode is going to be. We'll figure it out. Peace. Thanks for watching.